Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Voting underway in 18 constituencies in the first phase of Chhattisgarh Assembly elections. Around 40% polling recorded till 1:30 p.m. Notification issued for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly polls. Scrutiny of nominations being held for Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate 2 national highways and an inland waterways terminal in Varanasi this afternoon. Union Minister Anand Kumar passes away. Karnataka government declares 3-day state mourning. Last rites to be performed tomorrow. And Public Service Broadcasting Day being celebrated today. Polling is underway for the first phase of assembly elections in Chhattisgarh. Voting is taking place in 18 constituencies spread over 8 districts. In 10 Maoist-affected constituencies, polling started at 7 a.m. and will conclude at 3 p.m. In the other 8 constituencies, polling began at 8 a.m. and will end at 5 p.m. 190 candidates are in the fray. Around 40% voting was reported till 1:30 p.m. Our correspondent reports that elaborate security arrangements have been made to ensure free, fair and peaceful elections.
Polling is progressing peacefully in most affected 18 constituencies of Chhattisgarh. Long queues can be seen in front of polling booths. Out of about 4,300 polling stations, 53 reported delayed start due to technical reasons. Prominent faces trying their electoral luck in first phase are Chief Minister Raman Singh, School Education Minister Kedar Kashyap, Forest Minister Mahesh Kagra, Congress Legislator Party Deputy Leader Kawasi Lakhma, former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's niece Karuna Shukla and CPI Leader Manish Kunjam. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
The remaining 72 of the total 90 seats in the state will go to polls on the 20th of this month in the second and final phase. Meanwhile, 2 CRPF personnel were injured in an encounter with Maoists in Bijapur district today. The exchange of fire took place when the CRPF team was on an area domination operation in Pamed area. In another incident, Maoists triggered an IED blast at Kate Kalyan area of Dantewada district. No one was reported hurt in the incident. The notification for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly elections was issued today. With this, the filing of nominations in both the states has begun. The last day for filing candidature is next Monday. Scrutiny will take place the next day, with the last date for withdrawal of nominations being the 22nd of this month. Both the states will go to polls on the 7th of next month to elect new assemblies. Rajasthan has 200 seats, while Telangana has 119. The BJP has released its first list of 131 candidates for Rajasthan. Our correspondent reports that the names of the candidates were finalized at the party's Central Election Committee in New Delhi last evening.
BJP retained 85 MLAs and added 25 new faces. Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje will contest from Jhalra Patan, which she has represented since 2003. Name of 12 women, 32 youth leaders, 17 SC and 19 ST candidates are also in the list. MP from Badmer, Colonel Sonaram, was given ticket from Badmer Assembly constituency. On the other hand, Congress may release its first list of candidates this evening after the meeting of party's Central Election Committee. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
Meanwhile, scrutiny of nominations is being held today for Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram. The last day for withdrawal of nominations is Wednesday. Elections in both states will take place on the 28th of this month. Our Bhopal correspondent has filed this report.
A total of 4,157 nomination forms were filed for assembly election between 2nd November to 9 November for all the 230 assembly constituencies of Madhya Pradesh. Election Commission has permitted candidate, their election agent, one proposer of each candidate and one more person authorized by the candidate in writing to present at the time of scrutiny of the nomination forms. Nomination forms are being scrutinized by the returning officer one at a time, and video of scrutiny is also being made for transparency. In case of any objection, a brief inquiry would be conducted by the returning officer before taking any decision in this respect. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The counting of votes for all the 5 states, Rajasthan, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Mizoram, will be taken up on the 11th of next month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the money collected through demonetization was utilized for developmental works in the country. Addressing an election rally in Bilaspur city of Chhattisgarh today, Mr. Modi said development is the first priority of the BJP government.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने तय किया, अगर इस देश को हमारे आजादी के दीवानों के सपनों जैसा पूरा बनाना है, देश को विकास की ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाना है, समृद्धि की तरफ ले जाना है, देश को गरीबी से मुक्त करना है, उनका हक दिलाना है। और इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी राजनीति में एक नई धारा लेकर के आई और वो धारा रही, उसे करके दिखाया। वो मंत्र है विकास।
BJP President Amit Shah today said the party has made Madhya Pradesh a developed state from a Bimaru state and now the aim is to make it prosperous. Addressing booth workers of the 230 assembly constituencies of Madhya Pradesh through video conferencing, Mr. Shah said the 15-year rule of BJP in the state under the leadership of Shivraj Singh Chauhan is a perfect example of how a democratic government can run. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate to the nation 2 national highways and an inland waterways terminal on River Ganga at Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh this afternoon. The total length of the 2 highways is 34 kilometers and they have been constructed at a cost of around 1,500 crore rupees. An official release said the over 16-kilometer Varanasi Ring Road Phase 1 has been completed at a cost of over 750 crores, while the 17-kilometer Babatpur-Varanasi Road was constructed at a cost of over 800 crore rupees. Our correspondent reports that the project will provide increased employment opportunities, development of small and medium industries, and give a boost to economic development in the area.
People of Varanasi are eagerly waiting to receive their revered leader, Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi, who in a short while will reach here. He will dedicate 10 projects to the people and inaugurate 7 projects here. To welcome Shri Modi, the town is richly decorated and heavy security arrangements are put in place. MS Yadav, AIR News, Varanasi.
The Inland Waterways Terminal to be inaugurated by the Prime Minister is the first of the 4 multimodal terminals being constructed on River Ganga as part of the World Bank-aided Jal Marg Vikas project of the Inland Waterways Authority of India. The other 3 terminals are under construction at Sahibganj, Haldia and Ghazipur. Our correspondent reports that the launch will be a major push to India's inland waterways transportation sector.
India has a vast network of inland waterways in the form of rivers, canals, backwaters and creeks. Freight transportation by waterways is underutilized in India compared to other large countries. The trade done along the inland waterways in India is just 3.5% of the total trade as compared to 47% in China and 40% in Europe. The centre is developing inland waterways as it is much fuel efficient, cost effective and environment friendly. Water transport takes lesser time to transport cargo over water as the chances of congestion and accidents on the waterways are minimal. India can reap huge benefits from developing inland waterways as it enhances domestic cargo transportation as well as cruise, tourism and passenger traffic. Anupam Mish, AIR News, Delhi.
Union Parliamentary Affairs and Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister Anand Kumar passed away in Bengaluru early this morning. He was 59. Our correspondent reports that the BJP leader was reportedly suffering from cancer and undergoing treatment in Bengaluru.
A pall of gloom has descended in Bangalore after the sad demise of 16 MP and Union Minister Anant Kumar. His mortar remains kept in his residence and will be shifted to the DGP office in Bangalore tomorrow morning before being shifted to National College grounds for the public to pay their last respect. The cremation is scheduled tomorrow at around 1 p.m. The state government had announced one-day holiday as a mark of respect to the departed soul and 3 days mourning. Flags are flying at half-mast and people are seen paying their tribute to the departed leader across the state. TV Nijam Swami, AIR News, Bangalore.
President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and Information and Broadcasting Minister Rajyavardhan Rathore have expressed grief over the demise of Mr. Kumar. In a tweet, Mr. Kovind said it is a tragic loss to public life in the country and particularly for the people of Karnataka. Speaking to media after returning from a 3-day state visit to Paris, Mr. Naidu said,
Felt very sad about the demise of the Ananta Kumar, Union Minister. He was ill for some time, never expected that this will happen. He is a very intelligent, hard-working, dedicated political worker. My heartfelt condolences to his wife and children.
In his condolence message, Mr. Modi said Anant Kumar was a remarkable leader who entered public life at a young age and went on to serve society with utmost diligence and compassion. Mr. Jaitley said Anant Kumar will always be remembered for his work as a parliamentarian and a political leader.
राजनीतिक दृष्टि से उनका सबसे महत्वपूर्ण योगदान मैं मानता हूं कि उस कार्यकाल में जब कर्नाटक में पार्टी बहुत छोटी थी तो उन्होंने पार्टी की भागदौड़ संभाली थी। तो पार्टी 2004 के चुनाव में सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनी कर्नाटक में और उसके बाद पूर्ण बहुमत लिया 2008 में, जिसने दक्षिण भारत का द्वार बीजेपी के लिए खोला। श्री आनंद कुमार जी की भूमिका बहुत अधिक है। देश को, कर्नाटक को, हमारी सरकार और पार्टी को एक बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है।
BJP President Amit Shah and Congress Chief Rahul Gandhi are also among a number of leaders who have extended their condolences. Public Service Broadcasting Day is being celebrated today. The day is celebrated every year to commemorate the first and last visit of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, to the studio of All India Radio, Delhi in 1947. Gandhiji had addressed the displaced people who had temporarily settled at Kurukshetra in Haryana after partition. A function has been organized at the premises of All India Radio in New Delhi to mark the day. In Maharashtra, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is changing the lives of people by fulfilling their long-awaited dream of owning a house. The scheme was launched by the central government in 2015 with the aim to provide affordable houses to the poor. Here is a ground report from our Aurangabad correspondent.
In Maharashtra, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is being implemented successfully. Under the scheme, as many as 11,778 beneficiaries have received the benefits of this scheme in Parbhani district. These beneficiaries have been provided ready-to-live constructed houses by the government. Sri Panchpal Chavan, a resident of village Kauda in Jintur Tahsil of Parbhani district, told that,
मैं कल तक एक झोपड़पट्टी में रहता था, लेकिन मुझे पंत प्रधान आवास योजना का पूरा फायदा मिलने से झोपड़पट्टी से मुझे मुक्तता मिलकर मेरे बाल बच्चे एक अच्छे खासे आरसीसी छत के घर में रहने लगे। इससे मुझे बारिश का अब कोई भी टेंशन नहीं।
The central scheme is benefiting both rural as well as urban people in the state. Under this scheme, the state has already built 250,000 houses and allotted it to the beneficiaries. Now the government has fixed the target to building more than 6 lakh houses under this scheme. Ramesh Jaibai, AIR News, Aurangabad.
The Singapore FinTech Festival, one of the biggest of its kind in the world, began today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver the keynote address in the FinTech conference, which is a part of the fest, on Wednesday. Mr. Modi is the first head of a country who has been invited to give the keynote address, which is generally given by heads of world financial or technical institutes. The Prime Minister will also launch a global platform which will connect FinTech companies with the world's banks. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Voting underway in 18 constituencies in the first phase of Chhattisgarh Assembly elections. Around 40% polling recorded till 1:30 p.m. Notification issued for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly polls. Scrutiny of nominations being held for Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate 2 national highways and an inland waterways terminal in Varanasi this afternoon. Union Minister Anant Kumar passes away. Karnataka government declares 3-day state mourning. Last rites to be performed tomorrow. And Public Service Broadcasting Day being celebrated today. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. With that, we end the Midday News.